All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Luppius Show. I'm One Bar. It is Monday, which means it is mock talk. Every Monday, we're breaking down a brand new mock draft by somebody, anybody and everybody that is pretty damn good in the mock world. And this week, we are busting down Jordan Reid's from the DraftNetwork.com. Jordan Reid, one of my favorites. He's fantastic. Check him out. Before you get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Remember, when we get to 2,500, which we are close to, 2,500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this guy. Bing, 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 bing. Yes. Autographed print of the sauce, Jimmy Klein saucer. So we'll be giving away that guy when we get there. Remember to get into the drawing, hashtag sauce in the comments. So hashtag sauce, whether it's barbecue sauce, whether it is meat sauce, whatever it is. But let's do this. So Jordan Reid just busted out his brand new mock draft. And like I said, Jordan Reid, he's one of the best ones out there. Very accurate, in the know. So let's do this. So here we go. Here's the top 5 picks right here. As you can see, we're never going to spend more than 7 seconds talking about Trevor Lawrence to the Jags because it is going to happen. Done. Moving on to the Jets. This is where it gets interesting. Jets do end up, he has them getting Zach Wilson, which I think is going to become more and more the norm, even with Sam Darnold still there. I'm guessing Zach Wilson's going to be their guy. Could be off. Number 3, Dolphins, Jamar Chase. They get that weapon for whoever their quarterback is. Maybe they trade for Deshaun Watson. Maybe it's Tua, whoever. Regardless who it is, they need a weapon. So I like that. Going with Jamar Chase. Little surprising. Devontae Smith has been getting a lot of love as that number 1 receiver. So that one will be a fun one to watch. Atlanta at pick 4. Jordan has them going Justin Fields again. You see a lot of Justin Fields here, but then you see a lot without Justin Fields. So Atlanta is going to be one of those game-changing teams on the clock, depending on what they go for. They could easily go defense. They could easily shake things up and grab a quarterback. They could easily be hoping somebody trades up there thinking they're going to take Fields. So he's got them taking Fields. Makes sense. Fields is just kind of, to me, one of those big boomer bust type guys. We'll see what happens. Pick 5, Penei Sewell. This is an interesting one because as of late, Rashawn Slater has been getting a lot of love as that number 1 offensive lineman. I think Sewell is the guy that I would go with. I think he's the most comfortable. You might have the most upside, but when you're the Bengals and you just need somebody that you know is going to be good, can't take a chance with Joe Burrow back there. You go with the sure thing, and I think that's what he is. So I like this pick. Pick 6, Eagles. Always floating around is looking at a wide receiver or looking at a cornerback, and sure enough, he has him going Surtain. Good pick by Philly. Too bad they didn't take Jefferson last year. All right. Pick 7, the Lions. Now, this is the new mock draft since the news coming out that Stafford wants to get traded. I can't see this pick being anybody but a quarterback. It's always going to be whoever is on the board, the best one, whether it's Fields, whether it's Lance, whether some way in hell Zach Wilson slides down there. It's going to be a quarterback. It's got to be. So Trey Lance, great pick by Detroit. Quarterback of the future. Actually, if Stafford ain't there, he's probably the quarterback of the present, which is a little bit scary if you're the Lions because Lance is probably one of the guys that isn't really ready day 1. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. You could see Detroit being possibly a team that trades up to get one of those more NFL-ready quarterback, day 1 ready quarterbacks, I should say. So they go Lance here. Next up, pick 8 with the Panthers. Kyle Pitts, I get the value. I just think the Panthers have bigger needs than a tight end. I mean, Pitts is going to be great. Don't get me wrong. But there's some very good defenders out there. There's still some good players on offense that is not tight end. So I'm sorry. I don't like this pick. I don't like it for the Panthers. I don't like it in general. But I do want Kyle Pitts off the board for before the Vikings, pushing somebody else down. So we're at going on pick 9. Some guys that are still on the board for the Vikings. Rashawn Slater, the offensive lineman who can play tackle, he can play guard. Surprisingly, wide receiver Devontae Smith. The defensive ends, Kwity Paye, Greg Russo, Christian Barmo, defensive tackle. Little bit of a really long shot here, but Jalen Waddle, if they really are looking at wide receiver. So some very good players still on the board at pick 9 for the Vikings. And with pick 9, the Broncos go Caleb Farley, cornerback. His name has been linked to the Broncos pretty damn heavy. They need some cornerback help. And Farley, Surtain seems to be one of those two guys. Pick 10, here's where we first get our first snipe here. Rashawn Slater, big man from Northwestern, off the board. Cowboys need help, need a lot of help on defense. But when you got a guy like Slater staring at you at pick 10 where he probably shouldn't be there, It's a good pick for Dallas. And here it is. Pick 11. The Giants get a gem. They get a steal. Pick 11. Devontae Smith, Alabama. Absolute playmaker. I mean, everybody's seen this guy. It's amazing. And if he's there at pick 11, wow, I bet that New York's phone's going to be ringing. The Cowboys' phone's going to be ringing. Teams are going to be trying up to get up and trade up for him because he is a day one difference maker. Next up for the 49ers, again, we're getting a little bit of a run here of players that the Vikings will probably have their eye on. Niners get Kwity Paye. 49ers draft the best defensive lineman for the last 20 years every year. And they get another one here, Kwity Paye. So that helps them quite a damn bit on a team that still isn't that far away from being good. I could see them as a team possibly looking up to trade up for a quarterback, but they stand and get Paye. Pick 13, offensive tackle from Virginia Tech, Darrisaw. The Chargers, we know they're going offensive line. It's who's ever left. So Vikings fans hoping for a Slater, hoping for a Darce, somebody like that to slide. Chances are if they're on the board for the Chargers, they're not getting by them. So here we go. Vikings are on the board. Again, guys that are left that they're probably be interested in. Greg Rousseau. There's Micah Parsons there. Christian Barmore, defensive tackle from Alabama. And really, if this is the scenario, I think they possibly look to trade back. We all keep saying, oh man, I hope the Vikings trade back. We need more picks. We need more picks. I could see him wanting to trade back here. Maybe they're picking up the phone. So Jordan Reid, he has the Minnesota Vikings selecting, boom, Christian Barmore, in defensive tackle for Alabama. 3-tech, gets to the quarterback, had a great game in the national championship. Really got Vikings fans who weren't already in love with him. The big knock on this is 14 too early. I'm pretty impartial to this. I think 14 is actually about where he should go. He's a top defensive tackle in the draft. A lot of teams need defensive tackles. Teams are going to be willing to reach for Barmore, possibly even trade up to get him. So if he's sitting there at 14 and we take Barmore, I'll be doing the golf clap, slamming a beer, because I'll be very excited just because this is such a huge need for the Vikings. Yes, Greg Rousseau has a lot of intrigue here. Micah Parsons, the value is there, but he hasn't going Barmore. You know what? I will sleep just fine knowing that Barmore would be the pick. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Jordan Reid's mock draft. Remember, we're doing this every Monday, doing a little mock talk. And remember, subscribe, #sauce for a chance to win that beautiful Klein Saucer print.